Hey guys, good morning. What's going on? Joy here with you. I'll be talking about a Mont Blanc fragrance that I did a review already 1 year ago, exactly 1 year ago. I think I was in Malaysia in my house. Just talked about it casually. I don't think I rated this very highly, but didn't like rate it very poorly. But it was not one of my most favorite ones. And this is actually fragrance. Jeremy fragrance actually brings out in his Jeremy brings out a lot of in his top tens lists and everything. Cheap, one of the top cheapies, one of the most complimented, one of the best cold weather fragrance, stuff like that. So this fragrance actually I owned before, and that bottle I sold off, and then I didn't miss it that much, honestly speaking, because in the hot weather this fragrance really suck. I'll be honest with you, and not one of my most favorite fragrances for hot weather. And I didn't miss it, but then recently I got, honestly speaking, I do a small decanting, and I got a lot of requests like, bro, can I just have Mont Blanc Individual? I said I don't own it. I have Star Walker. Then said, no, I want Mont Blanc Individual. Got so many times. I'm like, hey, what the hell? Let me try it again. I tried it yesterday and I liked it. I got the 75 mil. So I decided to do a re-review on this. I tried to keep it shorter than the before, but I cannot promise. And I also did a comparison video between this and Yop Om, this too, the classic. And you can watch that video in my channel. It's like one of the older videos. Um, so I'll talk about all these once again. And since this is winter, maybe I have few new things to say. So I decided to talk about this. So this fragrance, the presentation is pretty simple. Okay, I've shown you before. This is the box. Individual, the 75 ml also comes in 50 ml. I rather suggest you go for the big bottle, more value. At the back, up, bottom. Okay, so they are like basically they make pens. Mont Blanc make pens, and I don't know, like a fountain pen, what do you call those? So they make excellent, high class pens. I gifted few to my dad, so they have very high end pens, right? And they have also watches. I believe, yeah, very good watches, high end designer watches, and which this one represents one of the watches. I think the dial from a side of a watch, right? It moves. Has the emblem, nice looking bottle. Okay, not much to say. I don't want to describe it. Just kind of like gray. I also have another fragrance that looks like this. Fragrance called Lacoste Purum. Juice color is almost identical. This is a bit darker. Okay, and thin sort of bottle. It's very thin. Thin glass. It's not very heavy glass. If you drop it, it's highly likely to break for with first impact. So be very careful. And the bottom is a sticker. The cap is sort of like snug fit, and the upper part is not chromish, but it's plastic. And the sprayer works really well. I'll show you. Let me try to protect my tea. It works all right. You can see, sprays twice, nice. So I have this on my hand for some times, and I wore its other brother Yop Om in the morning for morning walk. I only wear this in the cold weather. Don't ever pull this. If you want to do like a, say, practical joke or something on someone, just wear like 30 sprays of this in the hot summer day. You see what, you let me know what happens. So this fragrance, okay, price for this I paid, I think it was $32 price range. You can, it's not very expensive fragrance, but it's not cheap. What I mean by it, this is a 75 ml, all right, and you pay 32, means if you convert it to 100 ml, if this was 100 ml, you would be paying, let's say, 43 to 44 dollars, which is still cheaper than 50. So it's borderline, cheapy, not exactly very cheap. So yes, sometimes always think like try to get 100 meals, 120 meals is more value, but it's okay. Let's talk about the juice. So it's famous for the notes like raspberry. It's famous for notes like I have it on my hand. It's a sweet fragrance. It's a fruity fragrance. It's a little bit metallic. It's a little bit cool weather, right? And it has that. It has a lot of notes on it. It's very highly regarded for the most number of notes in this one fragrance, which is why I guess people said Creed copied the concept and made a niche version of it, which is original Santal. I sniffed it. My opinion, original Santal is different from this fragrance. It's not exactly the same. It has some similarities, but I think it's worth owning both. But original Santal is really, really beautiful. Very underrated Creed, in my opinion. All right. Some morning fresh lemon tea. Sorry. So this fragrance was not my most favorite, and I really got tired of the hype and everything, so I let go of my bottle because I didn't enjoy wearing this in the hot weather. Okay, this is nice when the cold weather hits. That is the magic about this. Okay, this is not the most versatile fragrance like You can think of another fragrance that is a little bit more versatile, such as Dylan Blue. All right, this fragrance can be worn just like Sauvage. You can wear this all year round. This, nope. So first of all, the weak point is this. This is not very versatile. Versatility factor, I'll give this like 4, let's say 4 out of 10. In the hot weather, it smells like a synthetic sweet mess. Honestly speaking, it's a no-brainer that you don't pull this off in the summertime. It smells nice if you're in the air-conditioned climate control zone. It's alright, but where are you gonna get all the time air conditioning? Right, in Malaysia, Bangladesh, this part of the world, always stays hot and humid, gross. Sweating, and it smells like Mont Blanc Individual. It's like, this guy is like scary. So yes, yesterday I was wearing this on the way from the shop back to my home, and I had some on my shirt here, this side. What I really noticed, it is projecting really nicely. It's not the most mind-blowing fragrance, but imagine you want to wear like out of 1 month, 3 days or 4 days you take out for the evening wear. You just want to entertain yourself with some sweet fragrance, but a little bit more mature or less animalic or less wild than this Yopom. If you don't know this one, this is florals, this is cinnamon, there is also spiciness, and there's also lots and lots of candy floss sweetness, sugar. It's like you are diabetic with sugar. This literally can get you diabetes. So this is love it or hate it. This one, there's no suit on this. You put a suit on this one, it becomes this. All right, I'm just telling you. And it's a still pretty I would say love it or hate it scent, because people who don't like sweet fragrances, stay away from this still. Smell wise, it's not blowing me away, but in the cold weather, it's colder it gets, it smells better. So this is strictly cold weather scent, and I do get that handsome sort of a sweet raspberry touch, kind of on the synthetic side, but good synthetics, not bad. And it lasts a long time. At night time, it lasted on my shirt quite a bit, so cold weather, it has good lasting power on it, positive longevity. I'll give this like 8 out of 10. The projection of this is good. It's good, man. It's good in the cold weather. Let's say your hand is away from you, arm is away, like how much, 3 feet away or 2 feet away, I don't know how far is your hand. And the air is blowing, the wind is blowing, and it's moving in the air. It's not very nice to smell it. Like if you really like, you clear your throat and stuff with that, you clear your nostrils. No, it's not nice. It's nice to smell from far. You get different feel from it. You get that clean out of the shower. No, not out of the shower. It's like clean, fresh laundry. Like Jeremy says, fabric softener. Not quite that, but you get like, this is a fragrance. It's not a fabric softener per se. And for the cold weather, I think it's not a bad choice at all. For the price you pay, I think it's still a very decent pricing on this. I wish they made like 100 ml just like their Legend line, but this one and Starwalker both are 75 ml, I believe. The Presence as well, the older collection, which is discontinued then. I still prefer this over this, but this is more of a spring and summer. This is more of your strictly colder weather scent. So they do different things. They do smell different enough. All right. So they're like old. They have some age on them. It's already old, but they didn't get dated, in my opinion. So if you're looking for a decent fragrance, like sweet fragrance for colder weather, you want to wear at nighttime, date, it will be good. If you're going out, dinner plans, you're with friends, you're gonna go watch NFL, stuff like that. If you're working as a security guard or you're working like night shifts and stuff, this is pretty nice. Okay, it's not super synthetic, super let's say sometimes people tell me, bro, Azaro's nighttime and those fragrances smell synthetic to me. I can see that this is less synthetic than those, but it's still synthetic, but done in a nice way. And I believe this ladies will kind of like this. Okay, this fragrance will be different enough. If you feel they keep smelling Bleu de Chanel so much, they smell Sauvage all the time, I think this will be great for them for a change, and you'll smell different. Not everybody is still wearing this. Okay, not everybody knows of this fragrance. They wear Armani Code, the most common ones, right? And I can see that, I can see it's a nice little fragrance. So I'm not going to do a complete 360 degrees and say, oh, this is a masterpiece. Then nope. This is not a masterpiece, but it's strictly cold weather. If you take it out that time, it does its magic. So I think for the smell, I'll rate this a little bit higher than before. I like this, for I like this, like I gave it like 7 before. I'll just say now it's like maybe 7.5-ish, okay? 0.5 up. And I enjoying this in the cold weather. I'll put this back in the box when the weather changes. But I think choosing right weather is important, the right weather. And comparison to this, I will suggest also, if you think this is too sweet, try this Lacoste Purom, very underrated juice. Okay, this fragrance I went through I think not three bottles of this in Malaysia. This had that sweet plum note. Also, cold weather works as good as this. Longevity is pretty good on this, alright. But if you pull this off, same thing in the summer, it will be very sickeningly sweet mess. I think you can try either one. You can choose one. I prefer the smell of this over this. Alright, many people love the smell over this one. So everybody's nose is different, right? So do let me know if you still think Mont Blanc Individual, it's a nice fragrance, how much you like it, and do you think it's worthy, or is it like do you think it's a cheapie, or you think their prices could be cheaper, whatever, you can have some analysis. And let's see what people think. Thank you for watching, guys. This is my retake and hopefully final take for Mont Blanc Individual. Overall rating, this one I'll give it, last time I gave it 7. For the colder weather, let's say 7.5. All right, take care, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.